Hello, my dears. You are on my channel where I review locations, projects in real estate Dubai. So we use in our approach numbers, facts to avoid any not well-informed decisions, and we are helping our investors to build portfolios in Dubai within managing. We are already managing a portfolio within more 100 million dollars, and on this channel I'm sharing my experience, my vision, how I see better to invest in real estate of Dubai within numbers, yeah, without any emotions, and how to make right decisions, right, efficient, risk covered decisions. Today we're gonna speak about JVC. JVC is Jumeirah Village Circle, is one of the, I think, the most popular areas to invest in Dubai. I mean, within the last 3 years, we've seen a huge hype, huge amount of information on the market regarding this area. I think each and every developer who has ever been in Dubai are building their projects. We've seen a huge supply in terms of projects, launches. At the same time, we've seen a huge amount of requests from the end users, as well as in rentals. From side of the buyers and the people who would like to rent. So this area is, I would say, worth to mention on our channel, because I've seen it. So many investors are asking about it, so many developers are asking about it, so many big investors who would like to make joint venture are asking about it. And today I'm gonna give you a whole clear, honest review regarding this area. What is the advantages, what is the disadvantages, what is the main point of sales, why so much developers are approaching this area and building up their first, second, third projects there, why the market is reacting on this area so active. So let's start with the history of JVC. But before all of this happen, I'm just gonna share my screen and show you where it's located exactly, just to make it more clear for you. I'm gonna open now the map and share my link, and then I will switch it back to give you a whole overview on the location. So let's go ahead. First, I would like to go to the map. So just let's go ahead with JVC. JVC is located straight behind, I would say, Springs and Emirates Hills. So it's located direct on the first turn of Al Khail Road, which we consider as the second main road of Dubai. So Al Khail Road is the second main, parallel to Sheikh Zayed Road, comes with a future metro stations, and JVC is this area. So how began JVC? The master developer of this whole area is Nakheel. Nakheel is the developer who's issuing and giving the permissions, giving the exceptions, considering what should be in the area. They control the greenery inside, roads, all the infrastructure inside is controlled by Nakheel. So for sure, the strategic of Nakheel is that they build up the area and then they renovate the roads, renovate the parks, so they make very, I would say, one of the best locations in Dubai, if you will consider it as Jumeirah Islands, Jumeirah Park, Palm, Jumeirah, as well as they were cooperated with Emirates Hills, with A'mar. Additionally to this, they are now managing, they were merged with Dubai Properties, and now they are managing the Dubai Island. So we're talking about Nakheel. Nakheel is one of the biggest private government developers in UAE. So they are taking care of this area, and they are selling the land, as well as part of the lands were sold to people, and now they are reselling it. Anyway, so the whole area started from the villas, which is located in the middle, and it was a village. This is why it's Jumeirah Village, Jumeirah Village Circle, yeah. This is why it names as this. So we have a couple of parks which located on all of the sites. So here we have a park, here we have a huge park, here we have a park, here parks, here on the side of this house is parks, and here, as well as from this side we will have also a couple of parks. So the whole area is supplied with greenery. Yeah, there is no water surfaces as well as lakes and etc., but we have a lot of greenery inside, which will be for sure developed in the future more and will be supported by Nakheel more. So why this on this location? I mean, if you would see JVC from up of the city, we will see it like it's about 15 minutes to Palm Jumeirah, and it's about 35-40 minutes to Dubai downtown, if we will consider that there is a little bit of traffic. If we will consider that the traffic starting from October, by April we will have 45-50 minutes if we're gonna go on the peak times. Anyway, today I'm gonna give you a couple of cards which you need to understand and to know before you take any decisions in terms of buying, selling in JVC. So why most of the developers, especially new developers, small developers, are aiming buying land, building on JVC. So and why it's so popular. So how it was, the land in JVC was one of the most the cheapest, one of the cheapest options in all over the areas, because JVC, like, it's very similar to GVT in terms of, I mean, the community. In GVT, the biggest advantage is that we don't have high skyscrapers like in compared to JVC, where we have a lot of development with a lot of floors. We have behind it Sport City. Yeah, why in Sport City was not supported in such a manner? Yeah, in terms of supply and advertisement from the developers and the brokers. Why Arjan, which has great location and accessibility in compared to JVC, had such a support? So when we're asking such a question, we will have to understand what was how the price per land was changing. So JVC was the cheapest land in all over the nearest locations when we are comparing it with Arjan, Sport City, Motor City, and GVT. And all over these areas, the cheapest was JVC, especially after COVID. So we started at price per square foot of sand of 75 dirhams. Now it's hitting 320 dirhams per square foot, pure. We are talking about pure sand. Yeah, we are not talking about GFA, about sellable area and so on. And this price appreciation of the land was done within last 3-4 years, so a huge appreciation in the cost of the land for the developers, as well as on that time it was the best entry point for the developers. So many new developers who entered, they were considered JVC as a point where you could easily get a permission to build your first project. So on that point, I mean, many developers who came out of the country to UAE and they were willing to build some new project, they were going to Nakheel and they were buying this land from Nakheel or from the people who bought from Nakheel initially. And on that spot, this, I mean, the proportion of location, accessibility and price per land, this was the most profitable area for the developers. So this is why the developers start to push the marketing to the brokers, and the brokers start to promoting as it is one of the best opportunities to buy, to invest. Especially when we're talking about ticket $200K, between 150 to 250K dollars per unit. And on that spot, all of the brokers start to push JVC as one of the best options to rent in the future, as one of the best options to flip in the future, as well as they were not considering what is happening generally in the whole location. So JVC has an advantages, as I said, and disadvantages. And in these terms, I would like today just go through to be clear with you, to give you an opportunity to do well-informed decisions. So this is why JVC started to be overhyped from brokers, companies, developers, partners, people who's on the market, and so on. because the accessibility of the land for the developer was the highest in Dubai. Whatever developer was coming to the city, they were willing to build in this area because they knew that it will not be as hard as in another areas which also are available. Yeah, so this is aspect number one, which you should understand that it's overhyped due to this factor. Second is, let's go ahead with the numbers, because numbers will show us the capabilities of the whole area, the structure of the supply and the demand, and then I will explain why it's so popular. We've seen in off-plan, yeah, we've seen within 2024, 7.7 thousand apartments were sold in this area within this period, and we are not ending even. We are entering now the high season of Dubai sales, so I think we will hit for sure 10,000 apartments by end of this year. This is how the prices were changing starting from 2022. Please consider as 980 in off-plan. It was a catch for the investors who picked up this price. Up to 1,100 it was a great deal. I mean, up to 1,000 it was a great deal. 1,100 up to 1,100 it's okay as an investment. Between 1,100 and 1,200 it has a less advantage for the investor, because in rental you will not be able to make more than 5.2 net ROI on annual base. And who picked up at 1,250 and more, they would not even hit 4.5 within the next couple of years. And this is why I would explain to you in a further manner why it's so popular. So we've seen a huge also appreciation in the price of one beds in JVC within last couple of years, from 45 hitting 65,000 annual per long-term contracts. When we're talking long-term contracts, we're not considering the holiday homes. Holiday homes, please add 15,000 on what you are able to see now on the screen. So this is the actual numbers. We are here only clear about numbers, so we are not about emotions. So when you are buying a unit, it's worth of 1 million dirhams, and you're renting it about 75,000 dirhams. Plus DLD, you're gonna pay 5% on the injected money. And you're gonna also deduct the service charge. It will not hit even 6% if we are considering price of more than 1 million dirham per one bedroom. So please take this in account, these numbers, and do your calculations based on this. This is the numbers. Let's go to the accessibility. I think accessibility is a core thing. Yeah, I mean, what type of transport you have and how the area is accessible is one of the main two major things that you should consider when we are talking about how to evaluate a location. This is JVC, and when we are considering like going to the Palm and Marina, it will spend between 20 to 25 minutes through Hessa Street. And Hessa Street, this street is really now a disaster, but thank God for the government. They are doing their best to supply these areas within best infrastructure. So now we've seen here we are seeing a huge big infrastructure projects which will make the life easier. The traffic that gonna go from Hessa Street to Al Khail Road will be avoiding the whole this area by going through direct to Al Khail Road. And we've seen really that the government is covering the needs of the people before it will hit the maximum negativity in the souls of the people who's coming to Dubai. So we have great accessibility, I would say, to Marina, 20-25 minutes, and I think it will be decreased within the next 3 years when we will see all the infrastructure project gonna be implemented. We will see, I think, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to the Palm. Additionally to this, one of the biggest advantages is that we will have here a metro station which will go, we will have 3 metro stations in JVC which will go underground. under GVC, and this will be also one of the biggest advantages of this area, that by 2027 we're gonna see here a huge metro line which will be well connected with the main line of Dubai. Addition to this, it will be connected with the downtown, as well as if we will consider nowadays going through GVC by reaching the downtown and Business Bay, it will take with you 35-40 minutes within car. If it will have a huge traffic, you will spend 1 hour. If there is no traffic, you will spend 20-25 minutes to hit the Business Bay and downtown, which is we've seen as one of the attract point, and many people who's living in GVC is working in Business Bay and downtown. Additional to this, what you should consider is GVC is not a touristic area. It's not well known within people who's coming to rest in Dubai. It's well known within expats and residents who's living in Dubai. So the main end user of this areas, as in rentals as well as in end user as of buyers, we will see residents of UAE. So on this stage, I explained like the accessibility of this area. Second is the desirability. Also one of second main factor which will affect on the efficiency on your investments is the desirability. So first of all, we have greenery. Second, we have a Circle Mall which already implemented and built. It is here, straightforward on the entrance. Third, we have a huge number, like as I said, parks, malls. We have here in this area, I just draw it down, we have 8 nurseries, 4 schools and 5 hospitals. Not big huge hospitals as Saudi German hospital, but as well as it will cover the needs of the people, and you have accessible amenities inside the area, so you don't need to reach it out or to go by Hassa Street to German Saudi hospital. Anyway, on the Hassa Street, within 10 minutes by cars, you have one of the best hospitals in UAE, which is Saudi German hospital. This is the infrastructure that you have. So in the future, for sure, Nakheel will renew all the park areas, which will make JVC really valuable and very I would say good investment in terms of rental. But here's the main thing that you should pick up at the right price. Hassa Street, as I said, Hassa Street is the main major major road which will be connecting GVC within Marina. This is Hassa Street. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna show you what is happening nowadays in GVC and why, and you will see also how the area looks. So this is the entrance. So we've seen a huge traffic. This is how it looks like, and this is at 8 a.m. So consider I think it's not big, but we have still a huge traffic on sides of GVC. This issue will be solved within 1.5 years for sure from side of the government. So please do not be do not make the issue bigger as it is. It's not an issue. It's just now a disadvantage which will be solved within approach of Nakheel. For sure, this will be solved as soon as possible. So please don't consider this as a huge disadvantage. Let's have a look on the area by itself. We will go through how it looks. So this we are entering now GVC. This is how it looks. So we have different buildings, and if you will see, we will find out that inside GVC, for example, there is a small building and a high-value building. So this was caused because the main developer of this area were giving exceptions for the developers, where they will be able to build more floors as it is written in the general plan. So for example, you are permitted to do here only 10 floors. So the developer were offered, please, you could pay additional money, but you will get more permissions to build more floors up. So at that moment, the market was requesting this because we had a huge amount of people who's coming to the city, and the city were in a big need of more apartment in this area because the supply were not covering the the supply were not covering the demand. At that stage, this was done from Nakheel, and it's a case where you should for sure consider it now when we are talking about buying to flip. And I would say like this: if you are buying the square foot less than 1,000 dirham, you are making good even if you're gonna flip this apartment. So we are talking about 600 square foot, about 600,000 dirhams. If we are talking about unit 800 square foot, we are talking about 800,000, yeah, dirhams per unit. So you will not find such a price now from the developers, as well as when we're talking about resale on the stage of development, we could find such as projects, especially from the bulk buyers who bought 3 years ago. They would resell now on a price of 9,070, 1,000 dirham per square foot. If you bought at stage between 1,100 dirhams per square foot, you will be able to do good rental income, as well as resell with a small profit. If you bought 1,100 up to 1,200, you're still making a little bit of lower, I mean not more than 600 net ROI on the rental, and it's gonna be not very sellable unit in terms of JVC. If you're bought at 1,200 and more, you're gonna make not more than 500 net ROI. This is first, depends also on the amenities of the project, and you will not be able to sell this unit. Okay, you can sell this unit, but you cannot sell and exit within a profit before 2028. So please consider this as per what I'm saying and why. I'll explain you why. Within next 3 years, we will see handover of more than 35,000 apartments in JVC. So this is a huge supply when we're considering JVC by itself, but also we have a supply of external locations which located near JVC, as well as Arjan, GVT, Motor City, Sport City. So all of these areas also are under development process, which also means that they're gonna hand over a lot of projects. So in these terms, I think the whole inventory that gonna be injected within the next 2 years is more than 100,000 apartments in all of these areas. It's between 80,000 and 100,000 apartments within only these 3 areas of GVT, GVC and Arjan. This will for sure will affect on the structure of the supply and demand, and this will affect on the people who would like to exit these areas, their investments and their projects, and this also will affect on the rental income. If you will see now, when some big buildings are handed over on the market, there is a big supply of rental apartments which are not covered fast, and which affects on your rental incomes. Okay, just you to consider this information. If you would like to have more information, please drop your request down. We will be able to analyze your request, requirements, expectations, and understand what is the main goal, what is the process that could be efficient for you to make informed decisions in Dubai real estate, because the market is big. There's a lot of huge amount of the projects, and I would say to be honest, only 10% of these projects are really something worth to invest in, as well as in both of the strategies, even to resell now, to resell after a couple of years, or to keep it and then to rent it out. As well as if you have cash on hand and you would like to be passive income guy, you are also welcome, because we have a huge stock of under development apartments and also handed over new apartments, as well as big secondary stock which will be able where we will be able to cover all of your needs. So we don't push you to make a decision in Dubai off-plan market. We are just analyzing your request, getting you the best offers that would be the best ideal solution for you. It's not about to buy a property, it's about to solve your exact task, your request. So please refer to us, drop your request down. I will be more than happy to help you and assist to understand the true needs, to give you the right strategy, and depending on the strategy, to pick up the best option of locations where you would be able to pick up the best opportunities, if it's secondary or if it's primary market. This supply of 35,000 apartments within the next couple of years, this will cause for sure a little bit of not stagnation. It's about slow down on the price appreciation of this area, and this will cause for sure a competition on the rental market, as well as in holiday homes as well. I mean, on the long term contracts. For whom this area is suitable? So first of all, the people who already bought, it's okay. I mean, I said to you my expectations from the prices that you were buying at. Second, for the people who would prefer to be flexible, I mean, either to rent it now or to resell it after 4 or 5 years. I mean, by renting within the next couple of years as holiday homes, and then without losing the liquidity to resell it on secondary market. So you have a combination between two strategies. This is one type of the investors who can enter this area. I mean, you should not have very high expectations in terms of resell, but you will have for sure good rental income on the holiday homes, as well as then you could resell it with a small price appreciation when we're talking about picking up price of 1,100 and more per square foot. This is what you could expect. As well as if you're gonna flip in fast strategy, I would not suggest you to enter this area, because flipping here within 1 year of time frame, I think this is, for as per today, is very hard idea, and I think it's not real idea to enter this project within this high expectations in terms of resell as a flip strategy, to enter and exit within 1.5 years. I think minimum 2, 3, 4, 5 even years will be ideal, like to enter this project as an investment opportunity for you, as well as for the rental people who would like to pick up now, to pay according to the payment plan, and then to pick up the unit and rent it with an annual ROI from 5 to 7%, depends on the project and the value of the project, how supply is this project. For sure, this would give you an advantage and will cover your needs as an investor. So today was a small overview on JVC. What is the perspective? What disadvantages we have? Disadvantage is supply. The plus is that the area is very popular within end users, as well as the buyers within rental people who would like to rent here. So you have a stable situation, and addition to this, the metro is coming at 2027, which will be underground. So this also will add value on the location, as well as the Hassan Street infrastructure project is under process, which will be handed over, I think, within the next 2 years. Finally, I mean, yeah, they are handing it over on stages, but I mean the final phase will be within 1 year, one and a half year. And on that stage, for sure, the liquidity of all the apartments in JVC will be higher on that stage, and people who bought at 1,000 per square foot will make a huge price appreciation. The people who bought at 900, 950, 970, you will make, guys, a huge price appreciation within the next couple of years. If you have any requests regarding Dubai real estate or Abu Dhabi real estate or Ras Al Khaimah real estate, please refer to us. We have a good basement of analytics. We are tracking the prices on daily basis. We are ongoing with the market. We are analyzing all the projects which are coming from all of the project, or all of the developers. We know the advantages and disadvantages of the location. We could analyze the value of the project and choose the right apartments. It's now not all what is coming on the market worth to buy. So please, see you soon. Stay tuned, and we will be reviewing more and more projects. Stay tuned. Thank you.